Hello and welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean from Miles to Memories, and I'm so excited to have you here on our construction tour of Las Vegas for 2021 and beyond. We are going to see all of the exciting projects in Las Vegas, day and night. I crisscross the valley. If you enjoy this video, please consider smashing that thumbs up button, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you receive notifications of all of our videos. We are looking at Resorts World Las Vegas and its massive sign on the side of the building. This 3,500 room hotel will open next year, next summer, with the Hilton, Conrad, and LXR brands within it, 117,000 square feet of gaming. And we're looking here at Cross Las Vegas Boulevard, which is completely torn up. Now, before we look at Resorts World during the day, this is Tacos El Gordo, a great restaurant just across the street. I have mentioned it on the channel before, but since we stopped in there, I thought I would show you a little bit of footage of some of the delicious food and some of the interesting precautions they have going on inside. Nothing like getting meat off of a spit, and these tacos were absolutely delicious. Totally worth stepping in here if you can. But here is a look at these weird restrictions, including these crisscross plexiglass dividers at the tables. So even if you're eating with family members, you're going to be separated by plexiglass, but the tacos are still delicious, and that's all that matters. Tacos El Gordo on this quiet northern end of the strip. So much construction going on that not a lot of tourists here, but if you are there, definitely check out the tacos. This is what Resorts World will look like when it's all done. And if you happen to fly in or out of McCarran International Airport, check out this model that's in baggage claim. You get a great look at all of the details of this property, including this massive pool area, which is 222,000 square foot. And you can see there's tons of different pools, including an 1,800 square foot infinity pool, which will overlook the Las Vegas Strip. Back on the ground, we see this 100,000 square foot West Tower LED, and that is already popular in Las Vegas. They're using it quite often, but other screens are being installed. The Resorts World sign is now here, as you can see in this video. And on the side of the building, they're installing a 19,000 square foot LED screen as well. So lots of screens around Resorts World and lots of activity happening as they build it. On this side of the building, we saw tons of construction workers, and I don't know what's in that brown glass building, but it looks sort of interesting. And I wonder if that's going to be a VIP reception or something, but it's very tall, probably 6-7 stories tall. So we will have to wait to see what happens there. Now, I was standing at Slots of Fun filming this. If you're interested in that, the backside, there's some stairs. That's how I was able to get up and get these beautiful views of Resorts World Las Vegas, coming in 2021 to the north end of the strip. Next, we're going to talk about the Drew, which originally was Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, and that's now delayed until March 2023. When it was originally built back in the mid-2000s, it went bankrupt in 2009, bought by Carl Icahn, sat there for many years, and now eventually hopefully will get developed. You can see here, these are the Turnberry Towers, and Turnberry was one of the original builders of Fontainebleau, and they were sued by the owners of these towers because of basically how big and ugly this parking garage is that you can see here for Fontainebleau. And the project's permit expires 2021. They originally announced that this would open 2020, then it got delayed to 2022, and now 2023 is the official date on their website. As you can see, there is no construction going on, no workers on site, and I expect we won't see any work go forward until after Resorts World opens and they see that maybe the market will sustain another 3,700 rooms. Here's a shot of Westgate. You can see the old International building on the right with the expansion on the left just a bit shorter. Of course, that was also the Las Vegas Hilton after it was the International. Now let's jump out to Henderson and the brand new Lifeguard Arena. This is owned by the Golden Knights and the new Henderson Silver Knights. It's a joint partnership between the city of Henderson and the teams. And there are 2 ice rinks here, one themed to the Golden Knights, one themed to the Silver Knights. There is also a gift shop, a full-service restaurant's coming. There's a snack bar, skate rentals. This is right in the heart of downtown Henderson at Water Street. And it's a great addition to downtown Henderson, but also great to see that these hockey teams are working with the community. And of course, in the gift shop, you can see tons of merchandise for both the Golden Knights and the Silver Knights. And if you've been to Summerlin and the City National Bank Arena, this is very similar, but a little bit smaller, and it costs a little bit less money to build. But the land is owned by the city, and the arena is operated by the teams. And this is only one of 2 partnerships between the city of Henderson and these hockey teams, and we will see the other in just a minute. Now, this building did open to the public, but there is a lot of construction still going on the outside, so it isn't completely finished in this area. Lots of dirt. This is actually where City Hall is and many government buildings, so this is going to bring a resurgence of people to downtown Henderson. Lots of great brew pubs in this area, and lots of interesting new businesses opening up. Great to see this area, which has long been neglected, getting some love. Lifeguard Arena, a win for the community of Henderson. Nice to have ice rinks. And the Henderson Silver Knights, the AHL hockey team, will practice there. Speaking of the Henderson Silver Knights, they will start in 2022 playing at the Henderson Event Center, which is being built on the site of the former Henderson Pavilion, which held 6,500 people. The new arena will hold 6,000 people, and it is heavily under construction. I showed you the construction a couple months ago, and it was a hole in the ground. Now we see vertical construction as we look at the concept art and how this will fit into the greater area. This will work very similar to what you see in downtown Summerlin with the mall there and then the baseball park, the Las Vegas ballpark. This is sort of the feel they're going with. They already have the district and now this event center, which is coming. Very exciting. And this will host also graduations, the Henderson Symphony Orchestra, other community events. And because it's now an indoor venue, they can hold all kinds of events. The previous pavilion was an outdoor venue, which prevented some things from happening. I know I graduated, my college graduation was at the Henderson Pavilion. Can't wait to see what they do here, but let's head back to the Strip and bet you know what's coming next. Not quite up to Las Vegas Gateway Arch yet. First, we're gonna stop at Sahara's Restaurant Row. $150 million has been spent on renovating this property, and this is part of that. 4 new eateries coming to the Sahara in the summer of 2021, including a Chicky and Pete's sports bar, which will house the brand new William Hill Sportsbook, which will relocate from a different part of the casino. Also Chinese noodle bar, Italian restaurant, more restaurants coming. Exciting there. But we're finally here at the Las Vegas Gateway Arch, just in front of the Strat, which has also been renovated. This area of the Strip is nicer than you think. Now, the Las Vegas Gateway Arch opened just a few weeks ago. It features over 13,000 LED lights, which can each be programmed individually. It cost $6.5 million to build, and it will be illuminated every night at dusk. Now, I don't know if it replaces this. This is the Gateway sign, which was built in 2018 at a cost of $450,000. It's kind of nice, but it pales in comparison to the Gateway Arch. And you can actually see the arch from where the sign is. And I'm not sure if one's gonna stick around. I imagine the sign will stick around along with the arch, and you'll have 2 gateways to Las Vegas. One interesting part of visiting this right now is all of this construction in the road. You can actually drive under the sign, but you can also walk under the sign because part of the road is closed, allowing pedestrians to do that. Let's drive around a little bit, and then I'll be back with you. I watched this Las Vegas Gateway Arch be constructed, and it really lived up to the hype. I really enjoy seeing it in person. The LEDs are bright and vibrant, and the way it stretches across the boulevard, 140 feet each arch stretches across Las Vegas Boulevard, is impressive. and it really brings a new flavor to this area of the Las Vegas Strip. And like I said, if you can get out there now, you can actually walk underneath the signs, which is fun. And this shot from the side gives you a good idea of how it stretches across Las Vegas Boulevard. But my biggest takeaway from this visit up to the Northern Strip was how nice the Strat is. Of course, they recently went through a massive renovation, renovated the casino and a lot more, and it's evident. I can't wait to feature this in a future video, but I thought I would show you just a little bit of the Strat as we walk up to the new entrance. I'm not sure how I feel about the name of it compared to Stratosphere, but I can say that they did a great job on the interior, not just slapping lipstick on a pig, but a beautiful renovation in here. And this is a beautiful casino, as is the Sahara. And like I said, I will feature them on the channel coming up because I think you will be surprised at that. Sahara, Strat, making the north end of the Strip very, very nice. And now we're driving north on Main Street through the Arts District. And of note here is these red and green lights for the holidays. They recently redid this entire street, made it one way, added the landscaping, and it looks fantastic. Now Circa, of course, is open. Check out our full tour of Circa on the channel. You definitely don't want to miss that. The hotel part does not open until December 28th or 26th, depending on who you talk to. But this entryway had been largely blocked off and still under construction. So I thought it was worth showing it to you because of all the sparkling lights, and it really looks amazing. And of course, we can't wait to see the hotel open, even though the prices are a bit high. This is where you will drive up if you're staying at Circa at the hotel, and it is finally finished, ready for guests in just a few more days. While I won't show you a lot of the inside of Circa, check out our video for that. I did want to highlight Vegas Vicky. She was moving her legs on our original video. She wasn't moving her legs that day, so it's good to see her stretching those legs out just a bit. Back to the Las Vegas Strip and the Las Vegas Convention Center West Hall expansion. This will add tons of space, $980 million to add 1.4 million square feet, including 600,000 square feet of exhibition space. But this is famous because of the Tesla tunnels being built underneath. Elon Musk's Boring Company building a $52.5 million underground transport system that will link you from one side to the other of the convention center. And here you see on the left there the new expansion, and this is now the old part of the convention center as it's all connected. You can see how huge this complex is, and then of course the Las Vegas monorail running right in front of it. Can't wait to see it open again for new conventions. This is a look at it from Circus. This would have been where the Riviera was, right on the Strip frontage, and it sits behind where Riviera used to be. This is a great new expansion. Features the largest column-free space in North America, a cool transport system, tons of new convention space, which is well needed in Vegas, hopefully, going forward. And it sits right next to the abandoned Fontainebleau. Next, we have the MSG Sphere, which is starting to look more and more like the Death Star, and it's good to see it continuing to go up. We weren't sure about the future of this project coming into COVID, but thankfully they have reiterated that they are continuing construction. And not only that, they delayed it from 2021 to 2023, saying they will proceed at a more measured pace as they continue construction. Now in March 2020, this building hit its widest point when the Equator was built. The Equator sits 108 feet above the ground and is 516 feet wide. If you watched my construction video over the summer, you saw a bunch of workers working on this pylon for the pedestrian bridge. Now, I don't know what they were doing. Maybe it was just a test case, or maybe they changed funding, but they haven't done anything since then. In case you're looking at what this will look like when it's done, this is the MSG Sphere when it's all done. Screens on the outside, massive spaces on the inside, a concert space unlike any other, and coming to Las Vegas in 2023. Let's look around a bit. Despite the fact that they're measuring their pace on construction, there were a lot of workers on site, and this building is progressing quite a bit faster than I expected. Although I imagine as they get closer, they'll probably slow down the interior work. Tons of technology has to go into here for all the screens, so a lot still to do. As we look at it from the south side, and we also get another view from this area of Link and our next project we're going to talk about, which is Caesars Forum. The Las Vegas Convention Center isn't the only convention center basically finished that's waiting to open. The Caesars Forum cost about $375 million. It sits on the back side of the Link Promenade, and it is now ready to open, just sort of sitting there. And what's cool about this space is that it's directly attached to Link Promenade via a bridge that goes over the road. This is the entrance. It's right under High Roller, and you go right to the convention center. You'll also see a little bit later in the footage that it's directly connected to the monorail station. So it's well connected, well located, and it has one other trick up its sleeve. 100,000 square foot outdoor plaza that will be hosting events, meals, anything that you want to do. It's right here. You're looking at it right now, and it sits right under High Roller. And at night, I imagine that's going to be pretty spectacular. This area, of course, busier and busier. This was a dead area for a long time. Where the Forum is built used to be a parking lot, a huge improvement. And you can see the event space there, and I don't blame them for that. Look at this. I mean, it sits right in the shadow of the High Roller. I think a win for Caesars Entertainment, but of course the timing, not so good. Speaking of poor timing, Virgin Hotels was supposed to open January 15th, 2021, but that is now delayed, and they don't have a specific date. But I can say that the hotel looks largely done now from the outside, with the new entryway being built, and I can't wait to show it to you. If you are in this area and you want White Castle, check that out. I know there's a White Castle also on the Strip and one downtown, but this is an off-strip version if you are driving around, and it sits right across from the brand new Virgin Hotels, which of course was formerly the Hard Rock Hotel, and will be a Hilton Curio Collection when it opens sometime next year. Those are a look at what the rooms will look like, and here let's take a look at the front side. This is basically where the old Hard Rock Cafe was. It's going to be a parking lot, but removing it allowed them to really open up the entryway, as you'll see here, and it's a beautiful space, very modern, very welcoming. Virgin Hotels coming very soon. 1,500 rooms spread across 3 towers, 60,000 square feet of casino space, and 14 restaurants, which will include 3 holdovers from the Hard Rock days, including the Nobu restaurant, which will be expanded, MB Steak, which will be expanded and renamed, and then Forte Pizza. But 11 new eateries coming in addition to those 3. And this entryway even looks spectacular from the side, a little bit different than you get from that front perspective. And all of the Virgin signs are now up. Even as recently as a couple months ago, it still said Hard Rock everywhere. So good to see this happening. There are so many projects happening in Las Vegas, so much new stuff coming, tons of it coming in 2021. Virgin Hotels, Resorts World Las Vegas, the Convention Center expansion, the Caesars Forum, Circa fully open for 2021. I can't wait for all of these projects to get fully up and operational and for you to come see them. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, tell people about our videos, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.